Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here, and I'm back for a little Anime Monday, reacting to anime on Monday. And today I'm continuing Susanoo Frieren, Frieren Beyond Journey's End, episode 7, Like a Fairy Tale. So we'll see what that's like. What are fairy tales in this fantasy world of Frieren and friends? You know, there's been a lot of talk about the afterlife. That doesn't seem to be like a fairy tale, though, if people really believe in that. Some people in the world, kind of like the heaven scenario, I guess. But yeah, are there actual fairies, like something called, creatures called fairies in this world? We don't know about that yet. There are dragons, which one got slain last time by Stark, the new character from the past 2 episodes, who's joined Fern and Frieren now on their journey. He hadn't quite believed in his own. He didn't have self-confidence, basically, but he did have the skill to kill the dragon. We got more backstory on him and his old master, Eisen, Fern's former compatriot, on the initial mere 10-year journey to get the Demon King up out of there. Not almost the Dragon King. There's not one of those as far as we know. But yeah, there's more demon activity or some kind of evil or villainous activity afoot, because then the team now of 3 were briefly stuck at this checkpoint that city officials weren't letting anyone through, but then they found out who Frieren is and they're like, go right ahead. They got a ticker tape parade on the way out and everything, which Frieren didn't seem to like. She wanted to stay anyway because she wanted to take her time studying magic. But Fern and Stark were quite happy to get the parade and get, on the journey here, start getting to the heart of it. They don't want to dawdle because they age like humans, unlike Frieren. And also, we learn that Stark wants to get back, finish the adventure and go back to tell Eisen. So even though they parted angrily we found out Eisen accidentally injuring Stark, and Stark thinking it was purposeful. Obviously, they still care for each other, and we got some flashbacks of them, like him taking Stark around as a kid and eating ice cream and stuff like that. So, yeah, interesting backstory. I like how the show continues to give us backstory, flashbacks, both recent, we're getting flashbacks of Frieren and Eisen talking and other things that happened since the show has started, even the past, year of the show, and the timeline of the show, but stuff that we just didn't see in a given episode. And then, of course, continuing flashbacks to the original journey with him, with the hero and everything, and who knows what else. But yeah, we'll see if they skip any more time going into this episode 7 or not. The past couple episodes, it's been 28 years since the death of Himmel the hero. I'm sure they'll check in on that, because every episode has some kind of a timeline like that, or has a chiron like that. And we'll see if they continue the general episode structure of doing kind of 2 little arcs, kind of 2 little storylines per episode here, separating a little bit. But yeah, time to go on and get into it. Let's let this tale begin. This is the real one then. Oh, so we're starting in a flashback to the original journey, it looks like. I've already learned there's a lot of imitations about. Oh, so Flam is like the fairy tale, but obviously we saw Frieren. No, she's very real. Now are we in the current timeline? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, she's sleeping up against the tree, so probably not that comfortable. Yeah, I'd be with you on this one, Stark. Digging here. Just getting stuff out of the way. Alright, so still 28 years, same year. Eng Road in the northern land.
そんなことする必要あるのか？そうじゃなくて。それだと後の人が困るでしょ。自分勝手だね、シュタルクは。お前にだけは言われたくねえ。 ところで
北側諸国も場所によっては魔族
It
と
is demons.
トラクそのとばっちりかと。
か
そっちは一旦置いて。
なあ
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
年だってそんな変わらねえだろ。
わかりました。さっさとこっち手伝って。早く。
タメ口。番付けとか分付け、あともっと愛想よくしてくれ。
Yes.
めんどくさいなこいつ。
Mendaksai indeed.
は進んでる。シュタルク様。
Oh, back to the minister.
ですか。長く生きてきましたが、
Kind of speaking of rude and talking
ちい
about
から
it.
ね。そういえばフリーレン様以外の
Oh, really?
数がとても少ない子を見たのは数えるほどし。
In 1,000 plus years?
私たちエルフ
Okay, I didn't know they were so rare.
本能みたいなものが軒並み欠落しているから
Okay, so they
緩やかに絶滅していってるんだよ。
wow.
最後に
Well, it seemed to be some in
あり
the
は近いの
opening
かもね。
credits. What was that swing? I wonder how long else
ありゃ
got
商人だ
pregnant
な。
for when they the rare times they
ない
did.
ですから。今日は勇者ヒンメル
Mhm.
討伐してくださった日で、解放祭は
That's
その日を
before this guy was born, even though he's pretty old looking.
飾り付け、町全体
無冠でも祭りに従う。
Gotta have your
はもう80年以上も前になるのに十分すぎる時間です。だけは皆ヒンメル様た
how many statues does Himmel have around anyway?
リテイク5回か。
嘘を作ってもらっているよね。
みんなに覚えていてほしいと。
And did a good job with it so far, it seems.
長く生きるわけじゃないから。にしっかりと僕のイケメンぶりを残しておかないと。
そろそろや。
でも君が未来でするためかな。
Well,
何それ。
実在したんだ。
毎年のように勇者ヒンメル、
no one realizes that she's actually there.
あなたは勇者様ご一行のフリーレン様の像に
Gonna tell him?
これ100年後も続いている。
続く限りは
1000年後は。
わかりませんな。
よ
More
し。
flower crowns as well. That's really a motif of this show.
そういえばこの旅どこなんだ。天国。
そいつは楽し
That's very far north. Alright, still 28 years. Graf Granat's domain. Who is that?
衛兵が多いです。フリーレン様、街中ですよ。
魔族だ。
Demons take over the town.
グラナト派リグナード
Graf.
確かにわしはお前たちを殺したいの死者を手にかけるほどバカではないわ。大方事情も知らぬ。
こういうことにしておきましょ
You have the right of it, Graf.
う。冷たい目だ。住民でさえ私を見るときは怯えながら、君のその目はまるで
実際にそうでしょ。するだけの言葉の通じ。
家老に入れておけ。
No, getting arrested already.
暇だな。23年は反省しろってさ。
Oh, I'm there 2 or 3 years.
後で魔導書の差し入れ持ってきた。
本当に時間を無駄にするのが
どういうことなの。
いますよね。
魔王直下の大魔たちとの戦いで消息不明のはずだけど。
Get her though? Guess not.
アウラはその軍勢と長い間戦ってきたアウラ側が和睦の申し出をしてきたそうです。
との対話なんて無駄な行為だ。話し合いで解決するならそれに越したこと。解決しないから無駄なんだよ。人食いの化け物だ。理由を考えたことはある。
勇者様
Guess I would trust Frieren with this, but if they're really setting up a kind of a villain that's completely bad and irredeemable, or a group, really, a group of
痛い。
enemies.
お母さん。
私がやる。
これでね、人を食わないと生きていてやってもいいじゃないか。手当てをしよう。
I think Like your daughter's gonna be in
の
trouble.
手伝いを探していたところ、
今殺しておかないと後悔するよ。
フリーレン、僕たちには滞在するんだ。
そう。
Obviously, it's not gonna go well since Frieren still has this opinion. More flower crowns.
ぜ村長を殺した。
やっぱりあの時は
熱意を感じていました。こうしたい。ですからよ、あなたの娘の代わり。
その子は村長の娘。
もういませんよ。
A twisted logic.
選択を間違えてその子は人質に。お母さんか。案がなく産み落とされて
Well, I obviously figured out what the
前とす
concept.
る生物で家族という概念すらそう殺せなくなるでしょう。素敵な言葉。人類を欺く術だ。す魔物を魔族と定義づけた。
That's the distinction.
よろしくね。
I don't think they're gonna be trying to wait around 2 or 3.
グラナト伯爵、遅いですね。
魔法使いだ。
Maybe a few statues you've seen.
しない猛獣か。この町で彼女だけが読者が人の言葉を話す理由
ではなく欺くための。もう長くはないな。どさくさに紛れて。
出来のいい息子でな。早く家督を継いで。
Did he get killed by demons?
御前試合で陛下から賜っ
まあどちらに？
後の戦いで死んだ。
10 years ago. How old is this guy?
帰ってきたのはこの剣だ。お前たちを招き入れたのは息子のらず。和睦なん。
Don't talk about it. Do it.
この部屋はよく掃除が前と変わらぬままなのでしょう。あなた方に殺された父上の部屋、もうやめにしませんか？グラ互いに血を流し、私たちには言葉があります。
This is all just further deception. That was easy.
少し考える。
Shit. It's froze.
父上って何？
なんだろうね。グラナト伯爵は我々に受け入れれば和睦と称してアウラ様の軍勢が。ところでリーニー。
Yes, better hope Frieren doesn't get out of the pokey.
邪魔者を消しに。
若いやつは血の気が多くて。
Especially if he's going after Frieren.
ドラート殿。
Which he probably is, yeah.
宴会時間ではないはずだけど。
アートだ。お前を殺しに来た。
Dropped.
そう。
Think you're about to die, dropped.
この少女が我らの唯一のグラナト伯爵を懐柔するだけで。
言っておくけど私強いよ。
よりもか？
断頭台のアウラよりも。
Oh, man. It's getting good there.
人たちのはこの町では重罪。
族を葬り去った魔法使い。
Oh boy.
これからさ。
Well, the next episode is called Frieren the Slayer, so I can think of about 2 or 3 demons that might be in immediate trouble in the slay zone. Well, one that's very immediate, dropped, is clearly going to get marked up by Frieren here. Acting rashly, that was not too bright of him. I mean, obviously these demons have a plan. They're working for this former minion of the demon lord. What was her name? Aura? They're clearly in completely bad faith, you know, and we saw the tactics the demons use, like saying dad, pretending to relate to humans, mom, dad. But even with the flashback, it did seem like obviously it was foolish of the townspeople or the guy to try to keep the demon girl around, but you know, what she did was, obviously, though twisted as it was, had some logic to her, I guess. It wasn't just purely evil, like trying to replace the daughter. And, you know, even just saying mom or whatever, you know, saying the words to keep you alive. I mean, that is just I'll say human nature, but demon nature, whatever it is, just natural to try to keep yourself alive. So I can see that. I mean, it's theoretically seems like it could be possible to train demons into acting like humans, or like acting without, like even the guy said they don't have to kill to survive, seemingly. So I don't know. I don't know if the show is gonna try to lead to the point that that these are just pure evil beings, or there is some way, even if Frieren doesn't think so with her long experience, but still, even if she doesn't think so, maybe they are gonna show that they're not purely evil, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, it just seems like that, I mean, you have like the Lord of the Rings, good evil orcs, pure evil kind of thing, but not the most nuanced take on things. But yeah, good episode. Yeah, really interested that now that we've got some of the setup on what the obstacles are, what the main obstacles are for the journey here and for humankind, I guess. And pretty interesting that what we learned about elves. So that Frieren hasn't seen an elf for like a couple hundred years. Most people have never seen one other than her that come across her. And she said that they just don't like breed. I mean, they're like panda bears or something, where they don't care to really breed. Apathetic, basically, I guess, to it. And I was wondering, how does elf reproduction work? Is it like human? Because they live so long, are you pregnant with someone for like 100 years or something? I wonder if we'll get more. I mean, that's certainly good color to have world building, but I wonder if we'll get more information on that, or a storyline about that, basically. I mean, like I also mentioned, it does seem in the opening that there's other elves, or at least pointy-eared people. It seemed like elves in there that we might meet, so yeah, continuing to hammer home the theme for sure of like staying around after you die. That's what the fairy tale thing was, like keep the memory alive with the statues, with everything like that, with these holiday celebrations, or you'll become a fairy tale, like some people think Flamme was, or just completely forgotten. So yeah, very interesting themes, but that's gonna do it for that one. I'll be back for Frieren the Slayer next Monday, so join me back for that. Stay subscribed to the channel, get subscribed, give it a like, all of that. But until then, I'm up out of here. Peace.